Doing Disney's Hollywood Studios solo does not have to be scary. Ever since I started doing more solo traveling, my introvert side can creep in, but this form of traveling, it kind of pushes it away. I have to really dig deep and just go out there. And all I want to do is just to teach you and show you guys ways to kind of get past that limiting thought of, I can't do this solo, or it's too scary. As a solo theme park hopper, Hollywood Studios offers many activities that can be thoroughly enjoyed, such as Hollywood-inspired theatrical shows. You have these terrifying yet amazing rides and the all-in dining entertainment experience offered at such places as 50's Primetime Cafe and Sci-Fi Dine-In Restaurant. The cool thing about Hollywood Studios is that the attractions are not too far apart, which makes it so much easier to navigate the park and do everything in one day. Let's go through my 9 first-timer tips to help you jumpstart your solo Hollywood Studios quest. The first tip that I love to mention is to don't jump right away into solo travel. Traveling this way can be daunting to some Disney fans, so I always recommend that you get to the park a few hours before your family gets there, or if you're traveling with friends to Orlando, maybe you arrive a day earlier and spend a couple of hours in the parks just to kind of see if you even like this type of travel. It's always easy to start small before you go fully into solo traveling. Tip number 2 is to always plan your day out at Hollywood Studios. The thought of going to Disney World alone is already intimidating, so you don't want to just go there and wing it. I'm not saying you can't wing it, but it makes it a lot less stressful if you kind of have an itinerary of some of the things you want to do. Tip number 3 is to get your Hollywood Studios passes and reservations ASAP. Knowing that you have a past reservation to a ride will ease your mind. Like I said, having a plan, it kind of helps you just know, I have something to do. That way, when you walk in the gate, you're not thinking, okay, they know I'm alone. Should I go to the store and pretend I'm looking? No, you have that pass. Let them dictate kind of how you're going to plan your day around the park and just do them. While you're visiting each ride, in between, stop, discover the stores, watch some shows, eat some delicious food, and have a cocktail with some of the fun bartenders at the 50's Primetime Cafe. Passes to the hottest attractions such as Slinky Dog Dash roller coaster in Hollywood Studios, they're gonna need to be booked like yesterday. In addition to booking your passes, you'll want to make other reservations early too. While Disney World is the top tourist destination in the world, this is an advantage for you because you will never have to think of what to do. You don't, just go there, have a plan, definitely have a plan, but your mind won't be engulfed in the decisions of solo, don't know what to do, where to go. It's Disney, guys. If any place to travel solo, this is the place. Tip number 4 is to discover all the lands inside Hollywood Studios. Before you get there, you're gonna wanna know the history of each land and all the areas that Hollywood Studios has to offer. There are so many unique and hidden gems that you'll just love discovering all these little secrets before you get there. Those are like different things that you can do to kind of keep your mind off of the solo travel aspect. Plus, if you just walk in Toy Story Land, I mean, you're gonna be there forever just discovering all these little secrets as you're playing inside Andy's backyard. Tip number 5 is to experience your Hollywood Studios must-do attractions. Since this is your solo trip, it's time to do Hollywood Studios your way. I mean, it's the whole reason of traveling to Walt Disney World Studios solo. You get to do everything your way. Now, here are my Hollywood Studios must-do attractions and dining experiences. I'm only gonna go through a few because there are a lot here, believe it or not. First of all, I have to do Hollywood Tower of Terror or Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, whichever way you like to call it. That's my number 1. I love it, even though I always regret once I get to the top. I'm like, why are you here? Why do you put yourself through this? This thing is about to drop. You're crazy. I still do it. My next one that I must do is Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Usually I have to watch a show after that. Rock and Roller Coaster done. Still one of my favorite rides here. It's still pretty good. Not too bumpy for it to be so old. So did that. On to the next. As far as dining, well, I do a lot more snacking, but I'm more of a cocktail and enjoy the adult side of Disney. So I will go to Tune In Lounge. They have some of the best, most interactive bartenders there, and they know how to make you some of the best drinks. Tip number 6 is don't be afraid to socialize. As mentioned earlier, I know what it's like to be an introvert, and this tip may not be for the beginner solo traveler per se, but if you're just courageous and you're like a I don't care type of person, introduce yourself to someone there. Maybe a cast member. Step 1, let's ease into this. Maybe just introduce yourself to a cast member, ask them how their day is going, anything you should know about a particular attraction while you're there, and you never know what you may find. Also, you're gonna wanna get familiar with your social media community. There are a lot of Facebook groups, especially the Theme Park Hipster group, that we're here to support you. We're here to guide you and be there for you. And we want to hear all your theme park tales. That's what we're there for. We're here to help each other. Tip number 7 is to take lots of photos at Hollywood Studios. Be sure to take advantage of the photo pass system at Disney. This is where cast members will take photos for you that you can retrieve later digitally. You can do it either online, on your computer, or on your phone through your My Disney Experience mobile app. Tip number 8 is to know the reasons why doing Hollywood Studios solo is incredible. The first thing is freedom. There is so much freedom when you go by yourself. You don't have to worry about what someone wants to do. You don't have to wait for people to get through the bathroom situation, or you wait for someone to snack and you do nothing. The day is over. That's why I love solo, and you'll love it too, because you'll realize you get so much done and you just have so much freedom. Tip number 9 is to remember that you're home and you're never truly alone. When you arrive through those Walt Disney World gates, you are home. The cast members, the characters, the princesses, the Disney guests, we're all your family. This is the most magical family reunion you could ever come to. Have I convinced you to go to Disney's Hollywood Studios solo yet? Have I? Don't wait for someone to always line up their schedule with you. If you want to go to Walt Disney World, then go. Do it. And I want to know, when you do it, hit me up on ThemeParkHipster.com so we can have a conversation. I want to give you tips. I want to give you all the tools that you need to take that epic solo Disney vacation. Don't forget to get your Disney Game Plan ebook. You can find that link in the show description. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.